Hey Magic fans, and welcome to the Let's Talk Magic podcast game day preview. Today sees the Magic regular season at its halfway point, and the Magic are in Atlanta hunting for the Hawks. Game day 41, we are talking about Orlando Magic at the Atlanta Hawks, venue State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. UK tip time is 12:30 a.m. and that is 7:30 p.m. in Orlando and Atlanta. And to watch here in the UK, as we often tell you, you are going to need an active NBA League Pass subscription. We're going to talk about the Magic first. This is our game number 41. We are at a 22-18 record for the season so far. We won our last game and are 4-6 in the last 10 played. On the road, we have a 9-13 record and stand 8th in the East. We are scoring 112.2 points per game, conceding one less at 111.2. And we are rated offensively number 24 in the league. Defensively, we are still the second best team. Last time out, we played the New York Knicks, a 98-94 road win for Orlando in the Madison Square Garden over the Knicks, built on grit and determination. Magic defense was immaculate for long periods of that game, allowing Orlando to hang around on what was a difficult shooting night for long periods. 39.8% we ended up shooting for the game. This team, it was a team effort. Each player called upon put their effort in, whether that was Markelle Fultz making assists or Goga Bitadze grabbing rebounds. Everyone played their part on that team. It was a clutch win, seeing the Magic win the final frame by 9 points. The Knicks came away empty on 10 of their last 12 possessions from open play, and they also failed to make 3 key free throws in that period of time. The Knicks led for the vast majority of the night, largest lead being 11 points. Cole Anthony, he gave the Orlando Magic a boost in that final quarter as he scored or assisted on 15 of the Magic's 25 points in that period. Cole Anthony, he finished with 15 points, as did Chuma Okeke, making his 6th straight start. Orlando got back to their strength as we saw them outscore the Knicks 52-36 in the paint, and we had just 8 turnovers in the game, and that tied the Magic's second fewest for the season. Without Jalen Brunson, the Knicks relied heavily on Julius Randle and recently acquired OG Anunoby. Randle was met with tenacity all night whenever he was up against Jonathan Isaac, and he genuinely reminded people what he offers to this team when he is fit. Paolo Banchero led the Magic as he recorded 20 points again. Coming off the bench, Wendell Carter Jr., he returned having missed the last 5 games. He played 19 minutes and had a solid all-round performance, making 17 points on 7 of 11 shooting from the floor. Starting unit, Jalen Suggs, Caleb Houston, Chuma Okeke, Paolo Banchero and Goga Bitadze. From the bench, Cole Anthony, Wendell Carter Jr., Jonathan Isaac, Markelle Fultz and Joe Ingles. It's really good starting 5, really strong bench as well. That is some depth that we're showing again. Mo Wagner, Anthony Black, Trevelyan Queen and Admiral Schofield were all available, but none played. For tonight, Franz Wagner is out with an ankle injury, as is Gary Harris with his calf. Jet Howard remains listed as on a G League assignment. Kevon Harris is listed as being a coach's decision not to play. We've got a personnel available, so Coach Mosley will be able to evaluate his starting group. It's possible that we see 1 or 2 of the more recognised starters back in the unit at the opening tip. Alternatively, the coach may take the view that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Looking at the Atlanta Hawks now, they are at 16-23 on the season, and as with the Magic, they've won their last game and are at 4-6 in the last 10 played. They're standing 11th in the East, scoring freely at 121.3. However, conceding almost 2.5 points more at 123.5 per game. Ranked 8th offensively and 27th on defence. These two teams met on January the 7th, and since then the Hawks have had a 2-3 record, and statistically little has changed from when we met them then. At home, the Hawks are 7-11, and it's still the case that no team shoots the ball more per game than the Hawks do. On average, they take in 94 shots, with a shade over 38 of those coming from the three-point range. They make 44 of those shots, and roughly 14 of those come from the three. They lead the league in offensive rebounds and shoot the sixth most free throws per game. However, as you can tell from the number of points they're conceding, Atlanta's defence has been relatively ineffective all season. Trae Young continues to be a threat, top 10 in so many categories, including 8th with 27.5 points per game, 2nd with 10.9 assists per game, and 9th with 1.4 steals per game in the league. He's putting a season together. Scoring comes in many ways for Atlanta. Aside from Trae Young, you've got Dejounte Murray, Bogdanovic, Jalen Johnson, DeAndre Hunter, Sadiq Bey, and Clint Capella. They are all averaging over 11 points per game, and in the case of Dejounte Murray, you're talking 20.8 points per game. Hence why I think he's starting to attract some trade talks around the deadline approaching. Besides the double-digit scoring of Clint Capella, he is also a dominant shot blocker and rebound, leads the league in offensive rebound categories. Last time out for the Hawks, they took a home court win over the San Antonio Spurs, 99-109. The Hawks led at half-time, 34-69, 35 points up. Spurs came back hard in that third period, outscoring Atlanta by 15, and they also won the final frame 32-22. It was just too much for the Spurs, that target that they'd been set to chase by at the end of the first half. As is so often the case with the Hawks, it was all about the starting five, all hitting double-digit scoring. Trae Young led the team, 36 points, including going 6 of 11 from distance. And he also had a 13 assists for a double-double. Dejounte Murray, Jalen Johnson, and Clint Capella all had point and rebound double-doubles. Starting five was Trae Young, Dejounte Murray, Sadiq Bey, Jalen Johnson, and Clint Capella. From the bench, it was just 4 players came, and didn't really contribute greatly. As to tonight, the Hawks have 4 players listed as being out. Wesley Matthews, Mohamed Gay, DeAndre Hunter, and Vit Krejci. I apologise if I've pronounced that wrong, which I'm sure I have. Crazy. Anyway, equally missing is rookie Kobe Bufkin, number 15 pick of this season's draft, and he's only appeared twice all season, both in the opening 5 games of the schedule. He only played during end of the game mop-up time, and in those games he missed all 3 of his shots from the field and scored his first career point, his only career point, from the free throw line. November the 2nd, he fractured a thumb in practice and was expected to miss 8 to 10 weeks. There's been no update on his fitness since, but he is not listed on their injury report. I would say that we expect Quinn Snyder to run again with that same starting 5 and that core bench group. Very little change expected. We've played the Hawks 133 times in the regular season, and the Hawks are leading at 63-70. Over the last 2 seasons, the Orlando Magic have... I'll start that. Over the last 2 seasons, the series has been taken 3-1 by the Atlanta Hawks, and the Magic have only won 3 of the last 13 encounters. Last time Orlando won a series, it was 2018-19, and we took it 4-0. Third meeting this season of 4 games that we will be playing with the Hawks. We played them as part of the Global Games in Mexico City. Home fixture for us, which Atlanta took on the night, 120-119, a real tight, hard-fought game. Second meeting, as I say, was January the 7th, and in overtime, the Magic took another home court game, 110-117, that win. So final thought for tonight. A win for Orlando would see this 4-game road trip finish at 2-2. Getting a win will not be easy, but the team are in a better position personnel-wise than at the beginning of the trip. So far this season, both fixtures have been hard-fought, close affairs, and tonight is probably going to be no different. Atlanta are in the bottom 4 of the league for opposition scoring points on fast breaks, in the paint, and second chance opportunity. For Orlando, these are areas to try and exploit on the offensive end, and 2 of those areas are genuine areas of strength for the Magic. If you've enjoyed this preview, please give it a thumbs up, share it, follow us on all our socials, and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. More importantly, let's get that W and go Magic.